polling isn't as simple as we want it to be.
So I want them.
The temperature is hot inside the Adamson family home this evening, and not because of what's baking in the oven.
There weren't other options. Yeah, well, yeah.
This holiday gathering in Carlisle, Iowa is happening just days before the Iowa caucuses, and discussion around this kitchen table is all about politics.
That's why they don't like Mitt Romney, because they don't ultimately think that Mitt Romney can win.
We got to know the Adamsons 4 years ago, the last time the nation's eyes were focused squarely on this state. Back then, they were a politically diverse group and individually very resolute about who they were supporting.
Democrat and for Barack Obama.
I'm for John McCain, Republican.
I'm Republican for Mike Huckabee.
4 years later, this familial melting pot is just as divided, but at least among the Republicans, far less decisive about who they plan to support.
Totally confused. And I guess a little bit more cynical, I think, than I was maybe 4 years ago.
I don't know who I'm going to caucus for. I am going to caucus. I just don't know who I'm going to caucus for yet.
They say part of the problem this time around is that there just hasn't been the same amount of face time with the candidates.
I did hear Huckabee in person, and I heard him talk, and I think that made a difference. So, and I haven't heard any of the candidates in person, so maybe that is an important thing to do.
Another concern, the candidates who align the most closely with their moral and religious beliefs, a top deciding factor for Rhea and Doug, are not those who are performing well in the polls.
That's why I think I'm in a dilemma, is some of the people I like are not at the top. And do they have a chance? They're pretty low. And I may just have to not look at that anymore and look at the person that aligns with me the best. And that's probably what I'll end up doing in the end.
With most of the GOP pack now traversing the state, Doug and Rhea say they'll try to spend some of the next few days listening to their choices in person. Meanwhile, their Democratic counterparts know which candidate they'd support, and they say they're happy Republicans haven't caught on.
It's been nice to see Huntsman isn't polling very well.
Yeah, it's been surprising.
I agree.
I agree. It's been a little bit.
In Carlisle, Iowa, Kelly Daschle, Associated Press.
I'm trying to resist the